Hey, JC here for retiredsheep.asia. Well, I'm off to do something special again. You know, I recorded for you all the Kom Noi, or the floating lanterns in Chiang Mai. I've covered some things at Loi Krathong, where you float the floats down the river during November. And I haven't covered some things like Songkran, which is when everybody plays with the water. But there's something that I've been wanting to see for 15 years, probably longer than that, but I've missed it every year. Every time I think about it, I say, oh, when is this going to be? And they say, well, it already happened, so I missed it every year. Well, this year I'm not going to miss it. This is the Naga Fireball Festival, or what they call the Mekong River, and it's where these orbs or balls of light come out of the Mekong River. Now, this happens, it's supposedly a natural phenomenon. It happens on a 250-kilometer stretch of the Mekong River, but it centers in a town called Amphoe Phon Phisai, and it's just outside Nong Khai, probably about 50 kilometers. And so this is where it sort of emanates, or there's more event happening here than anywhere else. So I've come here to check this out. Like I said, I've wanted to see it for a long time. Now there's discrepancies about what causes this event. Some people have tried to say that it's fixed and people are actually doing something like shooting tracer rounds, or they've tried to explain it away as being some kind of gas that's emanating out of the bottom. Nobody really knows what causes these balls of light. Now, I wanted to see it every year, and a friend of mine, Jim, saw it about 2 or 3 years ago, and he says, you got to see it. So every year I missed it, but this year we're here, and we're going to check it out. Now, you got to get here early because people come from all over to see this event. It only happens on the full moon at the end of Buddhist Lent, which coincides with the time the monks actually are allowed to go back out of the temple, even though in the past they stayed in the temple for a long time, and this was a day that they actually could come back out. It's the end of the rainy season. They don't stay in the temples all that much anymore, but that's what it signifies. It's a very special day, and it's a full moon in October, and it happens every year. So we're here, we're going to check this out. People reported that they've actually seen these come out of lakes and ponds and stuff during this time of the year. So I'm not sure if it's a hoax or if it's real or whatever, but we're going to check it out. And I'm not sure what kind of video I'm going to get at nighttime. I've done some research and never seen really good video, so I'll get whatever I can to be able to show you, and then talk to you about what I experienced afterwards. But we'll see. It sounds like something cool, something I've always wanted to see, and I've missed it every year. So come along and enjoy it with me, the Naga Fireball Festival. See ya. Well, gang, it's 4 o'clock, and we've been here now 3 hours waiting. It's starting to get filled up here. Of course, the Thais have no problem waiting. They're very patient people. And they've supplied themselves with water, with food. Of course, there's no shortage ever of food, no matter where you go in Thailand or whatever the event. So we got set up here in our little space. I got my chair, we got our mat, we got our obligatory food, some sticky rice and some chips and iced coffee and coconut water and everything. So we're good to go. It's not going to get dark till about 7 o'clock. I don't know what time these are going to go up, but I was just reporting and letting you know we're still here. We're still surviving. It's been a little bit warm, but luckily we're in the shade of a tree here. We're hanging in there. So a couple more hours and we should be good to go. See ya. about 20 till 6 p.m. and everybody now is coming because it started to get a little cooler. It was really hot as the sun was going down. Everybody was hiding behind umbrellas and stuff. But now the sun has gone down. It's almost 6 o'clock. It's not dark yet, so I'm not sure what time these things are going off. And once they start to go off, it's random. Sometimes in some years there's only a few, and some years there's a lot. So I'm not sure what's going to happen, and I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to photograph for you all. But we're getting ready. You can see that all the people are now coming because it's cooler. Thais don't like the heat. They don't like the sun. They can hide behind it really well. So anyway, the umbrellas are down now, and everybody's out from hiding from the sun, and we're getting ready to go. So things are starting to pick up, and we're going to have some fun now, see some fire go up into the sky. Now, it was interesting because while we were waiting, I saw some, like, I don't know what it was, going down the river, a whole bunch of little stuff, and I was thinking, whoa, there they go. They're setting the little light things, but now they've disappeared, and they've been gone for an hour or so. So I guess that wasn't what they launched for this fire. So we'll see if this is a scam or something real, but I'm interested in checking it out. I'm really excited about seeing this. So let's wait, and I'll tell you what time they start going off. You can see me or not. It's 6:30 at night now, and we just had our first sighting, so there's a lot of excitement now, and one of the lights went up into the sky, and so it started already, and we're going to get ready to see some more. I'm going to try and shoot this for you, but it's really dark and it's going to be really hard, and some of these are going off. It's about 300 meters across to Laos, the country of Laos, across the Mekong. So some of these are going off pretty far away, but it was obvious it didn't come from the other shore. It came up from somewhere in the river. So this is very cool. So the excitement's building, and I'm gonna try and get some of this on film, but if not, I'm gonna talk to you afterwards about the experience. But so far, a lot of excitement just from seeing one. So trying to catch these things going up in the air with a camera is like watching the grass grow. It's really hit or miss to try and catch these things going up in the air. They seem to be going up in almost the same place, and I guess if you caught a year where there's a lot of them going up, then you'd have a pretty good shot at trying to catch one on camera. But some years there's, like, in one place there'll be a lot, you know, like 400 in the night, and then other years in the same place there's only 10. Well, there hasn't been that many going up this year here, so it was really hit and miss trying to catch these things. But the ones that went up were pretty cool. All right, well, there you go. It's 9 o'clock, and like I said, it was sort of like watching the grass grow. This year there wasn't so many of the fireballs going up, but it was really cool. Now, a couple things I want to mention. The color of these things aren't like the komloi that goes up, the lanterns that go up, or the lanterns we float on the rivers during Loikratong. It's not the same color. It's it's a cool red color that goes up. Now, people are saying, well, these are being shot off from the from the shoreline. That's not the case. They're emanating from the river for sure. And so what they are, I have no clue. But a couple tips for you if you're coming to see this, which it's one thing off my bucket list that I want to see. I think the only thing left on my bucket list is the northern northern lights is something I've never seen. But this was on my bucket list, so it was something that I wanted to see for sure. And so I've done it, been there, done that, and got that t-shirt. Now, if you're coming to do this, couple tips. One is it's hot. So bring a cooler, come early so you can park and get a good spot. Bring a comfortable chair to sit in. Bring a cooler with some ice and bring food, but bring the cooler so that you can put a washcloth in there or something and cool yourself down during the time during the day. You might also want to bring a shirt or something to change in. Once the sun goes down, it'll be cooler. You can hey, we just got one that went up. So anyway, you can cool off and maybe change your shirt or something as well. So there you go. A little tip for you. Also bring some mosquito repellent. As the sun goes down, you might also catch some mosquito yungs, as we call them. Yung. So anyway, that's it. Hope you've enjoyed our little trip, even though you didn't get a chance to see them. It's something that you ought to do. It's a social event for sure. It only happens once a year on one day in one area of Thailand. So it's something you ought to catch for sure if you're in Thailand during the end of October, so the full moon. So remember, when it comes to entertaining yourself in Thailand, there's always an option. See you, JC out.